What would you do if the one person you trusted most laughed in your face when you needed them? That's where my story begins. On a rainy Tuesday when I, Lily Carter, 16 and drowning in my own head, stood in our cramped kitchen and bared my soul to my mom. I'd been carrying a secret for weeks, one that clawed at me every night, a classmate's cruel rumor about me that had spread like wildfire through school. It wasn't just gossip. It was a lie that twisted my reputation, made friends turn away, and left me eating lunch alone in the library. I told Mom everything, my voice shaking, hoping she'd wrap me in her usual warmth and tell me how to fix it. Instead, she chuckled, stirring her coffee. "Lily, just ignore it. Kids are mean. It'll pass." Her laughter stung worse than the rumor itself. I stood there, rain tapping the window, feeling like the floor had dropped out. Ignore it? That was her advice? The words echoed, hollow and useless, as I trudged to my room. I wasn't just hurt, I was angry. Mom didn't get it. She didn't see the way people whispered in the halls, or how my phone had stopped buzzing with invites. I wasn't going to let this slide, not from the rumor's source, Chloe, and not from Mom's dismissal either. If no one would take me seriously, I'd make them listen. Chloe was the queen bee, all perfect smiles and calculated cruelty. She'd started the rumor after I'd beaten her in a debate competition, her ego bruised and itching for revenge. I knew confronting her directly would only feed her power, so I got creative. I spent nights digging through old group chats, finding screenshots where Chloe had bragged about cheating on a math test. It wasn't hard to anonymously post them on the school's online forum, tagged with her name. By morning, the whispers weren't about me anymore. Chloe's throne wobbled as teachers called her in, and her friends started side-eyeing her. It felt good, sharp, satisfying, like scratching an itch I couldn't reach before. But the victory was fleeting. Mom noticed my mood shift, the way I smirked when Chloe's name came up at dinner. "Lily, what did you do?" she asked, her eyes narrowing. I shrugged, playing innocent, but she pressed until I spilled. I expected her to be proud, maybe even impressed by my cunning. Instead, her face hardened. "That's not how we solve things," she said, voice low. "You're better than that." "Better than what?" I thought. Better than fighting back when no one else would? She grounded me for a week. No phone, no going out. Now she was furious, and I was the villain. The house became a battlefield. Mom lectured about integrity. I shot back about her laughter, how it had pushed me to this. "You didn't care," I yelled one night, tears burning. "You told me to ignore it, like I was nothing." Her face softened for a moment, guilt flickering, but she doubled down. "You can't just destroy someone, Lily. That's not justice." I stormed off, her words ringing in my ears. Justice? What did she know about it? She hadn't been there, hadn't felt the sting of being invisible. Days passed, and the silence between us grew heavy. I missed the mom who used to braid my hair and listen to my rants. At school, Chloe's shine was dimmed, but I didn't feel like a hero. The rumor about me had faded, but so had my fire. I started wondering if I'd gone too far, if my pettiness had cost me more than I'd gained. One night, I found Mom in the kitchen, staring at old photos of us. I sat down, and for the first time, we really talked. I told her how her laughter had felt like betrayal. She admitted she'd been distracted, overwhelmed with work, and hadn't realized how deep my hurt ran. "I should have listened," she said, her voice breaking. "I'm sorry. We didn't fix everything that night. Trust doesn't heal with one conversation. But we started. I apologized for my stunt with Chloe, and Mom promised to be there, really there, next time. I learned something, too, not about revenge, but about speaking up, about making people hear you without burning everything down. Chloe and I never became friends, but I stopped seeing her as the enemy. She was just a girl, like me, caught in her own mess. And Mom, she's trying. So am I. Sometimes, the hardest fights aren't with the world theory, with the ones you love, and the ones you're learning to forgive.